Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to talk about a topic that's arisen from the new Monster Manual, which is its deletion of the specific word phylactery in relationship to liches. Now, this may be in relationship to certain accusations you find on the interweb, particularly from Dungeon Master Eric Silver, that because of the association of phylactery with Jewish culture, its inclusion was anti-Semitic by Gary Gygax and needs to be expunged. I should say as well that possibly in response to this, it has already been removed from the second edition of Pathfinder, and it's called a soul jar in the new edition of the Monster Manual. Now, I should stress that this is a calumny, it's incorrect, and it's a perversion of the folklore of several cultures, including Jewish, Greek, Egyptian, Christian, and Slavic folklore, to delete the word phylactery. It removes its origin, and as with many other aspects of the Monster Manual, is a dumbing down of mythology, folklore and history for no purpose, and is historically inaccurate and a complete calumny, in particularly on Gary Gygax, who was no angel, and some of his racial views might not be acceptable by today's standards, but absolutely this is in an inaccurate terminology. Now let's have a look at the Lich's power. One of the Lich's powers is to keep their soul in a phylactery, and they're dead but they're reanimated, and even if you smash a leech, it's not dead because it's got its phylactery. Now, this is not a power that was invented by Gary Gygax, because it was never in the first edition of Dungeons and Dragons. It came out of later editions, and it came from an article in The Dragon. And some say this came from an Amazing Tales story about a leech, or a creature that might be described as a leech. I haven't managed to track down the original story from the 30s. As with so much of the new mythology was created in the early editions of Dungeons and Dragons. That may be the case, but let's have a look at the origin of that story and also the origin of the term phylactery. Now, of course, phylactery is not a Jewish word.